What's the difference between Top Rank and PBC from a business model standpoint, in your opinion? From a business model standpoint, I know you never. I don't think you ever did any business with the PBC from a promotional standpoint or an advisory standpoint, so to speak. But from your understanding, what's the difference between Top Rank and PBC from a business model standpoint as it relates to
Well,
boxing?
let me first talk about PBC and what PBC has done. Okay, all right. PBC years ago, there was some sort of hedge fund that was out.
Yeah,
a lot of money.
White Ellen Reed.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Start buying up. They had over 300 fighters. They were basically trying to do what Dana White has done, and created this monopoly. During that process, they were getting these fighters, and they were getting these fighters based on the amount of money that these fighters were making. And if it wasn't for PBC, fighters would not be making as much money as they're making today.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for a guy like Floyd Mayweather, fighters wouldn't be making money the way they're making today. You know, PBC raised minimum wage in boxing. Raised it. They was giving guys that weren't even champions at the time $1.5 million, $2 million per, like high amounts of money, you know. So that's one thing that PBC has done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Top Rank, on the other hand, they've been in the business a lot longer than any other company in boxing. Okay. They have a business model. They tend to be fair with the fighters, and that's the reason why you have a lot of the young up and coming talent that sign, especially the Olympians, sign with Top Rank, because they have credibility on building champions. They built Floyd. They built
Top
Pretty
Rank.
Boy.
Top rank. Yeah, Top Rank. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that, but
they built De La Hoya. You know, they work with Ali. They work with Marvis Hagler. They work with Sugar Ray Leonard. I mean, they work with everybody. So they're well in depth in the game. And I would say the difference of me not being with PBC is that I think you have a consistent flow of talent with Top Rank, one, and two, a consistent flow of fighters having dates, actually fighting more often.
So that's the difference between with Top Rank.
They fight a lot more. I think they get a lot more exposure being on ESPN. The fighters do.
Mm-hmm.
They built champions. They have the greatest matchmaker in boxing. You know, and I think that, you know, the credibility, the past, the history, you know, and they've been the longest promoter standing. So people say, oh, Top Rank Bob Arum is this and that, and they call him, they try to compare him to Dom King and so on and so forth. He's not like that. Straight up. You know, I've been with Top Rank. They are my family, and you could say, oh, I'll always kiss their behind or whatever. No, I don't. I just have a great relationship with them. They the reason why I'm rich. To be honest with you, yes, they the reason why I got money. They gave me the opportunity, and loyalty is hard to find, you know, in nowadays, you know, and that's just it. You know, I don't know too much about PBC. I've heard what Broner said about them and them getting allowances and, you know, monthly allowances and so on and so forth. I heard about Broner. You know, whatever Broner says, I mean, it has to be true because Broner is trill. He's trill with it. So whatever he's saying out there, it has to be true about them. And obviously Broner's not with them, and he probably has his feelings. You know, his feelings are definitely hurt because they're not working with him. But at the end of the day, a lot of things that he's saying, you gotta trust.
So I'm glad you clarified that, because a lot of people, you have some people, and I have been a critic of PBC myself as of late, the fighters not getting the fight dates and the Crawford Spence fiasco. But to be fair, do you feel that PBC gets a bad rep from a lot of people, a lot of critics, or even maybe so people who may hate the PBC? Because like you said, when the PBC came in the game, they elevated a lot of fighters' fight purses in boxing. And if it wasn't for the PBC, would you say that, hey man, a lot of fighters will be making peanuts prior to, we'll be making peanuts today prior to, if it wasn't for Al Haymon and Floyd Mayweather, formulating the PBC?
I don't know if they'll be making peanuts. I think you get what you deserve. At the end of the day, and I think that's actually so for Top Rank. You get what you deserve. Shakur Stevenson, for instance. Let me give you an example. I mean, Shakur Stevenson is a draw. Shakur Stevenson is making money. He's making money. I'm not pocket watching, but I'm just letting you know, if you are handling your business, if you're making money, and they're able to make money because you're a partner, they're gonna take care of you. They're gonna take care of you, man. At the end of the day, I don't know how it is on PBC side. I'm not sure how it goes or how that works. But I know on the Top Rank side, you get what you negotiate plus you get what you rightfully deserve. And it just depends on your market value, baby, what you bring to the table.
So Al Haymon, have you ever met Al Haymon personally? I'm going somewhere with this.
Never in my life. I've never seen Al Haymon, never spoke with Al Haymon. No one's ever seen. No one. Mystery man.
I think the last time Al Haymon was seen out in public was, I want to say, maybe when Mayweather fought McGregor in 2017. I want to say that was it, when he was in the locker room and Floyd hugged him. He was either that or the Manny Pacquiao fight. Floyd hugged him and he was crying in his arms. Why is that? Why do you think that? You see Bob Arum, you see Eddie Hearns, you see Frank Warren, you've seen Don King, even to this day. Why is it that, in your opinion, Al Haymon doesn't show his face? Like, how come he's like a mystery man?
You don't want to know what I think about that, man.
All right, we'll talk about that off air.
You don't want to know what I think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that don't show their face, man, and always hiding out, bro. What you got to hide? That's what I always think about. What you got to hide, bro? Like, come out, bro. Come out. Let it be known. We want to see you. The people want to see you. Want to be able to touch you. Want to be able to shake your hand. We want to be able to look at you in your face, man. But he sits back in the cut and he just makes his power moves and he go about his business, man.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.